chciałem zrobić. Mi się gierka pocznie. Halo, wcześniej. No, i długość rodu. I to się... Chyba się to włączy i tak. O, dobra. No to mam. Co to mamy za questy do zrobienia? Mamy.
That is... Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry. You have no... Come join our banquet in the midst of these
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood.
All the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your... And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate.
The third time? What?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your...
Well,
And I shot a...
I made it mad, and when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying that...
What?
It's just...
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us... But the thing I want to know is... How did it end up...
Well, as I said,
Well, there must have been 10 of them.
you must have been seeing double.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to...
Anyway, with a bit of luck,
Why the modesty? You got them.
Fortuna you've...
See now, you've...
What?
Ah,
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a...
but you never gave me anything for town.
for Townberg?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Tarnberg Castle.
we almost succeeded. Only
See,
My upper thigh.
backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy.
I admit it.
As far as I can tell, it really was his backside, but I reckon you paid off part of your debt.
True enough.
To be honest, we were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and
That's
let me
fine.
have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail, whacked him with it, and luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the nose.
My word. Fortune.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have
do tell.
quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for... We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can.
Not far. Once you climb the hill,
All right. I think we should get on our way.
I'll prepare a bit of food.
Bojena.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov,
Now you've got me curious.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bojena.
I have something. Ma had trouble because of you. But I know you didn't do it on purpose. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble.
Co to?
You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice.
Thanks, Pavlena.
A, to jest
This'll
ty
come in
chyba.
handy.
no doubt.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. Bless you.
And you too.
Dobra, pogadali im, popili im,
God
pojedli
bless
im.
you for your generosity and your...
Ale noża to biorę, nie?
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need,
Ochy.
the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take...
Powinien tego ciula zakopać, ty. Kurwa, nie zakopię go chyba. Jest ten kost, gdzie jest? Ostrzedzi. Fajnego do zabrania? Zabrania. Ja mam wytrychów i tak. To nie ma nic do zajęcia. Też, ale nie mam wytrychów. O, dobra. A, nażremy się, kurwa. Żebym zaś nie był przeżarty ludzie. O, chyba git. A będę przeżarty. Nowy żeton przewagi?
Anything does happen. We've got Growler and
Co, walimy lutę,
Nothing
nie?
against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
Kota?
What about the rest of our company?
You saw for yourself, but you're right. We shouldn't. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper.
And when we get back to Ratai,
You're right. They were damned good lads.
what about Mike? He's bound to be looking for us.
Henry, I like your dog.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission.
All right.
I'd expect no less of you. So,
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle?
I know how it sounds. Believe me. I'd never mistake.
Of course, Henry. But that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's and Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly got. It was dark.
I saw him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know. Come on. Let's get going.
Dobra, idziemy, idziemy. O, pieniążki nam da. Tempem jest zajebiam. Martin Kozak. To niezły kozak. A ten co kurwa, na kiłę? Pas pania. Piu. Meczek. I chuj. Ciężko.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Nic.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Chyba wiedziałem.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinky, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The
Prowadzę
captain
teraz.
barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
Jak Kalipa, nie?
now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Pierdalam się tam. Kurwa to ład...
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Kurwa.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of...
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves... then they might believe we're act...
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our...
So we'll earn...
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen before we get ourselves sorted out? Sigismund...
So what do you suggest?
To rat-eye. You just don't get it, do you? We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughing stock?
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we've got no message, no coin.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow.
Nothing will be fine. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oh, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows.
It's not your fault they died.
We have to take care of their body, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made. The best way to honor their memory is to finish. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Raton.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About blood.
Here we are,
A zapłaci.
gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that, and there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
O,
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. The one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
Ale dostanie w pizdę.
What I tell you? What's he waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to
Ty
her.
w sumie. Kupię.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Wyzywała go za to.
I heard some
Oh,
talk
to is
about
what?
your captain.
Oh, aye. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Ej, kurwa.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you.
Oh, hold on. Are you the boy that cleans?
You were attacked by...
What bandits?
You were attacked at the pond.
I have no idea what you're on about.
You were washing laundry.
That's nice of you. Helping someone.
A kurwa coś kręci. Chyba ktoś coś tak zwaną pizdę. A coś kręci pizdę.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
O,
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing?
Why you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear. You pair ordered a lot, so you work your debt off.
Can't it wait?
Oh, why? Well, over there by the gate, my old man was meant to take them into the house. Second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why you have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy.
All right, we'll do it. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can. Where are you actually from?
Scarlet.
I ain't been further than, but I know this place inside and out.
What's life like?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, It used to be better. The war might be far away, but then there's a shortage of folk to do the work.
Where can I find...
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, but otherwise you can find work anywhere. You just try Radovan the smith for one. He come to mention it. He sat just, and that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now. You know what they say about... Well then, be careful.
Kurwa, nie wiem.
I heard some talk about...
Ah, nobody's talking about North. The young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush. Our trust. When rich folks get married, that's a feast. That's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse.
Where's the wedding going to be?
That's Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and I.
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And there used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but
Will Lord Von...
how should I know what his lordship's plans are?
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad. What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a cook, young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks.
Orki ciao.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was...
The main thing is, she denied ever...
It's definitely her, though.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for... I did get something out.
What?
Von Bergov is a...
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him...
Everything... Calm down. Let me finish. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a...
Because it looks like Von...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is... And that shouldn't be a problem, because...
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. We'll ask the local...
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that.
And we can work off our debt.
Arbeit.
All we have to do is carry it... If we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work.
It'll be done...
That's not the... People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, as if the disgrace at the gate...
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in it, so you should be able to manage it.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect now with... So if you find me a sword, I can get to...
Ja, pięknie.
It's a wonder...
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your... In short, be so kind as to get to work.
Are you really not...
Come now, Henry. What did I simply can...
I'm afraid there's nothing else for...
Let them wait. It's not long since I had to drag one sack. And if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. I mean it, Henry.
Suit yourself, then. Right.
Well, if it makes you feel better.
How?
That too. But above all, once we're out of the worst, as soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head it. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
How generous of you.
I know, my dear Henry...
Kurwa. Staszek. A... Dobra, co? Na ziemi tylko miałem tego nie... Tam to jest, dobra.
Lose a whole day just for a few... That isn't half heavy.
Kurwy! Na ziemi nie, bo będzie afera. Kurwa, ona się spruje, że te... Więc tego kurwa nie kłaść na ziemi, będzie. A musi też być. Ona nie mogę. Dobra, worki czekają na wozie, fajnie, ale kurwa muszę je położyć na to. To nie, no bez sensu. No mają być w spiżarni. A. One nie mogą być na ziemi, to jest problem. Ajajajajaj. To coś pisać? Czy mogę tu położyć? Wątpię. Kurwa. Ajaj.
Did you bring them? They get pretty heavy, I can tell you.
You ain't telling me nothing I don't know. Get a move on now. The sooner the cart's empty, the sooner I get home. I'll move each sack so you can get... You know what? I've had enough of your talk. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Ja nie mogę kłaść, kur... Kaszmarki.
What's that?
I'll go and start with...
Nice and steady.
Kurwa, no.
Expect you to be more sympathetic toward people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here. We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary pigman.
Good lord, what did you roll around in?
No, sorry. I'll go and wash myself now.
Afery chyba szuk. No kurwa. A to nie jest spiżarnia, tylko ty... Ty.
I still have work to do.
Hmm.
I can't just run away from my work.
Może coś dałeś po prostu. To jest spiżarnia. Kurwa. Ej, trzeba sprawdzić, nie? To wygląda jak spiżarnia. Nie, no ale sraka dyba.
Watch where you're going.
Ta lipa, nie? Może kawę wypić, kurwa. Kawkę bym sobie wypił, no.
It happened.
What did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault. What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say? Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide. Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass? Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Afera.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding? I'll give you a piece of... If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll see...
I am.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of... You're starting to bore me.
No apology then.
Oh.
Didn't you hear?
Oh no. Take your numbskull friend.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth.
Oh,
You scum!
Będzie afera. O kurwa, mu zajebał. Ha! Ale mu zakurwił. Ha! Oj, afera jest. Afera, napierdamy się.
I'll show you.
Kurwa, słabki mi padły akurat. Pierdol. Jest afera, kurwa, pod kartą. Pierdamy się. Normalnie afera pod karczmą. Afera. Ej, dobra, idę po kawkę. No dobra, chuj.
We'll finish this quickly. Good. Fuck you. Unbelievable. Jetzt reicht es. You're dead, bastard.
Ten bastard jest.
That madman. Why did he do it?
Ale wyrwał! Ale mu zajebałem. Nie wiedziałem, że aż tak mu wyjebie. Kopa. A fuck you, ty kurwo. Afera jest, afera. Kopa. A, no szans. Pan już. Ła, ty super.
Hear that? That's your death toll. Good.
I'll rip your ass open! Come on then!
Why did he do it? Don't spare him.
Ty, wyjebał się. Ile na pewno? Chcę go napierdać tego głównego, nie? No i chuj. Przysiadczy się, wszyscy napierdalają. A, to też jest bateria. Ja pierdolę. O kur...
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to...
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with...
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you? Better keep your mouth shut!
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of...
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me? It was you who called... Ah, what an idiot I...
And what good did it do? If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to...
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no...
Hey, let's just stop.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was your fucking...
That's enough. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. I can take it.
That's exactly what I'm doubting.
You don't really mean that.
I'm perfect, that's it. My life went to shit from the foot. You're like a ball and chain.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered.
oh, come on.
Don't you cape on me. I have to consider.
Kurwa, ty, że aż tyle siedzieli? O, naładowane to kurwa było. Ja pierdolę mi kurwa.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that? Oh, Otto.
Hey! Roberto!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Ber.
O, pierda.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
What do you want?
I don't want anything from you.
Uh-huh.
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made.
You're welcome.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression.
Hmm?
Now things can.
Yes, you probably less.
You're still alive in one. Like Tomcat always said.
Hey, you.
I'm Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good.
I ain't.
Where are you headed?
For work. To the city. They all promised the moon, but then you're eating stale bread with the city folk. It's bad.
You said you were going to...
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know any.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, but I won't be troubling her long. Just until
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty...
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but
You're something...
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once.
Then why are you...
Sometimes I collect herbs for the. But I'd like to go somewhere else. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people.
I'd like to see what their homes...
You can go and see them.
Why exactly are you helping me?
I've been in the ship plenty of times, and
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
they say he's a master swordsman. But
Where am I?
in the camp by the tower, that is, by.
Should I watch out?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me if...
No offence.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be...
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog.
Well, sure. If he's that...
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into...
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing...
I'm practically naked.
At least you're not walking around bare up.
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin?
I'd prefer something...
That's a pretty good idea. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say...
Thanks.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean...
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't exaggerate.
Still.
There's a stud farm in Semin.
And which way is...
Southwest from here. Not too far. Once you see the walled farmhouse, though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse.
Do you know where I might find...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But
I'm not going near that tavern.
if you find some work...
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting...
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way... Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going.
Don't worry, you'll manage.
Zakowalam ktoś. Ciekawe.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings.
Ugh. Keep away from me, or a stink will knock me down. Where do you think you're going? Mother of God.
O kurwa. Nie, to tylko pana będzie. Raże.
No bullshit. Just right. This year, the village prospered.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, I salvaged...
Were there any value?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carried... If you only knew how...
And where did the
On the roads near the catch-up pot. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. Me too.
Show me.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Ty, czekaj.
What's new in the
I heard Project the In. Will they never cut it? And now I've been visited by one. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the.
What do you mean more?
That we found someone buried here. Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang now someone's stealing cabbage.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from... Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have... And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. I'd like to buy...
If it's a tradesman you're after, you bet.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the
I can't help you with that.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether... If you were telling the truth, why don't you... I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
I need to speak with Sir...
With the royal chamberlain?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever in.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about... I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know.
What's new?
Nothing special. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, Well, that's how it was until...
And what happened?
What do you think? And then the wolves started to come in. Oh, and then our master... But that's not...
I understand.
Jajca, żem się dowiedział, coś tutaj, tralalala. Trzeba popytać ludzi.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrels.
No siema. Nawet jest... No i co tu? Nie, tu nawet te kury, kurwa. Tu. Jest otwarte. Siema.
How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
Prawie się przy... Ja kurwa raczej nie wykupię, nie? No nic. Dzięki kurwa na info.
Eh?
Would you repair a few?
Kurwa nie stać mnie na to.
Did you drink away your hose?
No, I just... Sorry.
Asak. Rzucamy, kurwa. Jakaś chałupa. Nie. Rzeźnika. Potał rzeźnika.
Put some clothes on. You can't just go walking about like this.
Aye. Right away.
Is there something you need?
Ty. Nawet pogadać. Ej, właśnie. Kontrola, o kurwa, kontrol. Ciekawe, co nie chcą. Zmachuję? Nie no.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm. Everything in order. Carry on. God be with you. And with you.
Kurwa, ty jadą, ty. Siema, kurwa, jadę z wami, nie?
Both gave it to that
Czekaj, kurwa.
beautiful Christ. Be quiet. Right. But still,
Ty, to Robin Hood.
built, eh?
My God! Where are your clothes?
I kurwa. To jest. Dajcie. Tu jest, ale nie, tam byłem. Tam jest. Palce jadą, chłopak. Jest miejsce i zapierdalałem z buta. Freży. O ty suko. Heh.
What did I do to you?
Co to przez to? Zestram się. Kurwa. Tylko. Siatka do opierdala, nie wiem. Nie wiem, w ogóle przy sobie coś, cokolwiek. Kurwa, ale broń. Te krowy kryj. Fajne. Ty, a tu jakie hopy są? O, się biją, napierdala.
No! Hey, fella! Stop off for a bit of chat.
Bijemy Nela.
God be with you.
Co to obozowisko? Tu kurwa jaką bazę mają. Jedźcie do... Robię idę zobacz. Gdzie one są? Bardziej. Jebana, że kisiak mnie narobił. Co zrobisz? To gówno. Łopata. Kupiemy lekko. Co to robić?
Where's it coming from? Stan.
How's it going? My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Loads of it. Again.
Co się dzieje?
And the one before that. It's good for you. Pickled cabbage drives out the black bile and puts your fluids in balance.
Mother of God! Where's that stench coming from? Look out!
Idę do tego kowala jebanego arbajtować. Ale będzie. Jakaś afera będzie po drodze też? Chatka tu jest. No i musimy straszyć. O, zaraz. Dobra, po tą kawę idę. No w drugim miasteczko, dobra. Za długo chwila idę po kawę.
Potrzebujemy cię w naszym składzie!
Coś tu folek wpadł, dzięki. Tam parapeto. Dobra, gramy. Byłem się wyzikać i kurwa, że potrzebujemy cię na naszym składzie. Byłem zastanawiałem, co się kurwa dzieje. Można gierczyć trochę. Trzeba dojść do tego kowala. Tą drogą. Jakieś chłopaki czekają. O, może napierdalanka jakaś? Co ty? No ma kurwa zbroję, ja na zbroję nie walczę. Papu, pepe. Ale mi zajebał. Mnie pokrają. Ale co we dwóch kurwy, no? Kurwy sny. Tam afera jest. Do ogarnięcia. On nie pierdza, że dopiero tu się rozpina. Jać. Ty. No nic by nie ominęło, biegnę do tego kowala jeszcze raz. Kurwa, ale się mnie najebali. Masakra. No co za kurwy, no? Czemu w tylu? To się z czymś zdaje.
Oh gods. I wonder what their names were.
No i zajebiś. No. No i kurwa. O, miodzik sobie weźmiemy, zajebiś.
I see they haven't been forgotten, and the locals still worship them. I can't
Dobrze, dobrze,
blame
dobrze.
them seeing the state of this land.
Dawajcie im ciocia, to będę przechodził po pieniądze. Bossa napier. Daj mnie może ubierze, kowal. U niego poprawię. Ale to chuj w nich, no co. Chuj, zapiszę. Okej, super. Jak chcesz napis. Mam?
away that weapon! Get away with that weapon! You are starting to scare me.
What
Podajmy.
happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very...
A się odjebała lipa.
I was supposed to deliver...
Do you know where
I haven't the faintest idea.
what was in?
I have no idea what it said, but it was my master's beloved who sent it.
Oh, so it could just as easily.
I don't really care what was in it.
O, lipa, lipa, Andrzej.
Would you like me to?
There's no point now. I've been on...
You should have been more losing the one thing you're supposed.
I know. So I forgot to... But now it's gone.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear.
Wait! Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob.
I'm sorry. I have no intention of.
Suit yourself.
But you know what?
Shall we do it?
Well, if you ask me.
No way. What?
And if I give you a thrust.
At least I know you won't flay me to a bloody pulp.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you. I can tell you to stop when I've had enough. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around.
Very well then. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I...
Ale...
All right.
That...
Do you think?
I...
Glad to be of help then.
Nie ma za co, bratku. Najebałem go za free. Jeszcze go opierdoliłem. Będzie pamiętał moją twarz, nie wiem czy go zajebać. Pada, nie? Kurwa, nie no, nie no, nie... Ty. O, ja będę go opierdalał rzeczy, nie? No. Dobra, jeszcze raz. Ostą wpierdolę szybko.
What happened?
I'm in...
How so?
I lost it. I was... but it...
Oh, so it...
I don't...
Would you like?
There's no...
Do you know?
I haven't...
You should lose in the one.
I know. So what? But now...
I hope.
Me too.
I'm sorry to.
Wait! Punch me in...
What?
Smack me...
Are you?
I'm sure... I can tell... So you get...
Very well. Or it's up. You ready?
I...
Moje oko, kurwa.
All right. Glad to be a.
A, za to bratku, trzymaj się. A, przyjmę po mojej stronie. Ja pierdolę. Mocna gierka, mocna gierka. Kurwa mi oko. Nastałem te ciule, kurwa, przydalcą. Łuk by mi się przydał. No, kusza. To będzie ten. Achów. Idź, że mam tą. Szybką. Okej. To jest kuźnia, dobra. Siema.
Greetings. You know you stink, don't you?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry. The blacksmith.
Yeah? I bet my father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged...
For the nobility, eh? Well, as it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for...
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you...
Sure thing.
Great.
Fired.
You can't make a sword, but if you don't have your own stuff... Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
O. Kordela. No co to sak, nie? Co to sak?
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit, by poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows.
Zacząć to grzać, okej, dobra.
Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
Jowo no.
See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Tasa kurwa. Teraz kurwa zejdzie ty.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Ja na tej scenie tego włączę.
Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. That's the ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished.
Dawno takich tak.
I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it.
Wody,
The
nie?
sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
Wiem kurwa. Wody.
Right. Let's have. Very nice.
He'd certainly be happy to.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got. It's all about making sure. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep. If you work evenly, each strike. Got that? Or is there?
What good does it do?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired.
How do I know a good?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to
do it? Till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color. The main thing is, don't work it, but don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off.
How will I know it?
Notice the shape. The closer you are.
Why should I?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. The best thing to do is aim each.
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use. Any questions?
Where can I?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornament. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury.
What can I do with?
Well, you can sell them. though you probably won't have much luck around here.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house, there are 2 doors, and you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be... You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axe. Right. Here are some simple drawings. You can get down to...
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge your way once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again.
Spoko. Fajnie, fajnie. Dawaj robota od razu.
What would you like?
I heard you could...
It can be done, but it doesn't come... What is this about?
I'm still not really sure of myself in the...
Why not? Why don't you forge...
Yeah.
Let's see what you... can steal.
Kurwa, znowu to samo?
Are you gonna get started then? Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now, the furnace, nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Works better. You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell if it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take it off. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
To samo mi
Try
proszę.
moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has 2 sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Oj. Chuja jest. Już, ile to jest? Ale we mnie urósł.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. It's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. The sparks are flying nicely. Well struck. Sparks.
Dobra tam. I py, i cia, i pa.
That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier.
Dobra tam.
Sometimes, there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
O kurwa. A. A. Jeden cena to kurwa chyba nie za duży. Dobra, chuju.
There's a couple more things.
Ask away.
Thanks.
Ej, dobra. Ja mam przepisy, ty. To kupić, nie? Załóbki. Chyba, nie? O kurde. O! O, jakieś ciuczki w końcu. Okej. O, to jeszcze dwie. To 40 jest bardzo, też trochę. No to sprzedał dwa, to miałbym na tego, no uczenie się do niej. Na chwilę się ziemne może, nie? Git. Właśnie, te niezmienniki muszę... robić, kurwa. Arbaj, arbaj. A sobie jedną siekierkę. Dwie siekierki.
They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a
A
week
pierdolę, to
to
ciężko
judge the
trafić,
right
kur...
state of his body.
So what? Somebody did it in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Somebody bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
Safe travels to you. Take care now. Christ, what a day.
Oj.
Well, I've got half finished.
Dobra, obróć. To nie jest takie... Oj. Ciężkie.
It's already cooled down.
Git? Jak dychę, kur... Jakoś 3. Ej, to chyba dobrze. Jakoś 3? Ja na ile, ale... A, teraz podstawę zrobimy. O ja pierdolę, to trafić to będzie naprawdę ciekawa rzecz. Ja pier... Oj! Wiem to za...
This'll take a bit longer.
Powiedzmy. Jakie to wyszło? Ej, ile z jakości w ogóle?
Did you drink away your hose?
Ja no, bo... Ej, chyba, nie? Aha, tu nie ma ten.
What would you like?
Handluj.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
Jedną siekierę i jeszcze jeden. Co kurestwo niezłe.
Did you drink away your hose?
A boss.
My God, where are your clothes?
Oddychaj, Henryczku, oddychaj.
Well, I'm about half done. It's as cold as a dog's snout.
To grzejemy jak zimno, grzejemy. Trzeba grzać. Dawaj to.
that.
Mamy to. Jakie to wyszło? Chyba git. Możemy... Jeszcze tak samo. A, tragedii nie ma. 99, o.
Drink away your hose.
Jezus. O.
No, I just... Sorry.
How can I... It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franz.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the car...
Have you any...
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling that...
Those two...
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days I can use...
Were they suspicious?
No.
What was the cart...
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of... There were some hunting swords, bastard, and some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal. There's a good month's work in that.
All right.
Go ahead. And if you find that...
Gladly.
Okay.
What do you have?
Worried about the price?
Sure. Why not?
Do we have a deal?
Less. Aye.
Okej.
Friend?
26, zawsze coś. Dobra, teraz tak. Na południe. Będzie afera na pewno, jak będę szedł. Są te chłopaki. Patrz, jakieś rzeczy jeszcze
What
w
do you
ogóle.
hear?
I'll have a look.
Był. Ile mam kasę? 5. Nie jest takie drogie. Wytrych 13 jeden kosztuje.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell.
A jeszcze czekaj, zbroja, ty. Tarcza by się może. Oj, doszukaj tych debili. Ach, o kurwa, nie tędy. Żyje. Tara! Kurwa, nie ładuje, nie? Południe. Tak ci przyjaźń.
Put some clothes on. You can't just go. Walking about like this.
Aye. Oh, I just remember.
Hmm?
I really.
Good luck.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Aye.
Jestem ubrany, kurwa. No chuj wam chodzisz teraz. Git.
Hail, good man.
God be with you.
And
Kim ty jesteś?
come on, don't be shy.
What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity. No shame in that, though.
Jedźmy.
You have a.
If I were ordinary, well. So I wander the roads collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I.
A riddle?
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone? Any idea?
My name.
That's right! You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a. More's the pity. But down to business. Except, I can give you some of what'll it.
I'm always up for learning something.
I spend my days on the roads and my nights in the.
Tell me about the.
There's this dingy place in Kuttenberg.
And how exactly is.
Next time you go drinking, be sure to remember him, no matter how well your evening is going.
Well.
Safe travel.
Dzięki. Na południe to... A, tu będzie, podejdź. Mnie jakieś ciuliki napadły. To co innego mogło się... Więc pozostać po tym? Boże... Nie. Dawaj, dawaj, biegnij, 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 biegnij. Lipa. Kurwa, teraz do stronę poszedłem. Spotkałem jakichś chłopaczków. O, przynajmniej. O, napierdalać, nie? Kundle jebane! Kurwy ceny kundle. Kurwa ty. Jeszcze się wyjebie od... Kurwa! Szmato! Ja pierdolę. Nie wiem kurwa jak ten blok działa zajeb. Gdzie mnie kurwa z respi?
You can't just walk around like this. Greetings.
Jebać.
What do you...
No!
God bless.
Rozjebie mnie.
What? Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer. Where is it exactly? You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. Didn't you go in the... You're a just a plain old... Where do you get the goods you... Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times, so I peddle my... How? It's been better, but they still chafe at the price. I'm curious... Where's? Eh? Me? The one I have been summoning! You can't hide from me, you monster! I don't think I... So, you want to play chess again?
Unfortunately...
But you Are you here to ridicule me, or are we going...
I'm off, so... Oh yeah, that's it.
What are you saying? That's the last thing I would expect. Huh? What? What do you want? Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
God be with you. I'm looking for the Tack-Off Blacksmith's cot.
Loads of carts come past here. Try asking Captain...
Thanks.
And watch yourself with... We've got some wedding guests from Moravia. They're in pretty high spirits. It's still... Mind where you're going.
So I says to him, No, Father. I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour. Hey! You alright there, laddie? Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you frae. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Jebać. Zadać 15 się.
Prepare to fight.
You do that?
Wanker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Yeah, fuck you! You're a disgrace. Wanker!
Why did you do that?
Kurwa, bądź napierdala, no.
Come on, oh, you wee blasted!
The devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that line?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yechin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, Blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us!
Urwiony siedzi.
So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it. Oh, you reckon we...
No.
Take it. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? And I'm a bit too old.
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of it. Our groom brought in a grey nag. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that.
Actually, we should...
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. Come back in the morning. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of...
Git. Balkon. Na CSK można powolić, nie? Jeba, padną.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Pierdolić. Ja nie mam bardzo dużo tych. Ops. To było. A bo ty się...
Damnation.
Kurwa. Tyle mnie.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Greetings.
What's that noise? Aha, it's you.
Kurwa, bo... Ojojo. Dobra.
I feel quite hungry.
Chyba co to. Tak,
When's the
kimnąć.
last time I ate something?
No, dzięki. Napisana, dobra, git. Gierka dojebana, nie ma. A top.